South Africans dislike Nigerians.
We think we're better than Nigerians.
Our people are renting houses from Nigerians. What type of government do we have?
I hate foreigners.
There's bad blood between these two people.
From the brutal xenophobic attacks that have shaken the continent to the recent boat war clashes and the shocking saga of Chidinma, a Nigerian beauty queen, the animosity between these nations seems to be reaching boiling points. But what's fueling this hatred? Why do these tensions persist despite the cultural, economic, and historical ties that bind these two countries? Join us as we dive into the complex and often painful reason behind why South Africans hate Nigeria.
All the girls belong to Nigeria. They took everything. We are naked right now as South Africans. We got nothing.
South Africans and Nigeria, do they really hate each other? And why the constant rivalry?
The big question is, why is Nigeria trying to take everything from South Africa? From their dominance in football to turning their sound from Amapiano to our piano.
Let's change the song. It's our piano. Iano is a good vibe, but they don't know.
It didn't just stop there. Most of their women can't get over Nigerian men.
The reason why we love Nigerian men, firstly, the way they treat us compared to our own South African guys.
So in this video, we'll be finding out the true comparison between these countries because of their unending beef.
Who is really the giant of Africa?
As both of them claim. Well, let's find out in this video. While one may agree that competition among countries is necessary, but healthy competition is the ultimate. Just like Nigeria and Ghana never-ending competition about their jollof rice may be seen as fun, which can also be seen as the fun part of these both countries.
But the competition between South Africans and Nigerians can be seen as a toxic one. Before we talk about who is really the obsessed one here and who is giant of Africa, we'll be considering the social, economic, and political status of each of these countries.
Here are brief things you probably don't know about them since the existence of Africa. Diplomatic support to the anti-apartheid movement. And since then, both countries transitioned to democracy. They have been economic allies. Some of the biggest companies operating in Nigeria include the mobile network MTN, the supermarket chain Shoprite, and the broadcaster MultiChoice are all from South Africa. But despite considering them worthy of their competitors, many Nigerians also express disdain in what they see as a sense of entitlement from South Africans.
Even South Africa, who was chasing Nigerians, I told them, I made a video about South Africa, I told them, the time that you South Africans were crying for freedom, Nigeria was the one dying for you peoples.
Previous xenophobic attack in South Africa in 2008 and 2015 that targeted poor African migrants in the country's township had many Nigerians feeling that South Africans were directing their anger at the wrong people. This was expressed on the streets of Lagos and online during last month's wave of the attack in Johannesburg and other cities. As at then, Nigerians took to social media and called on radio shows to express their anger over South African acts on the citizens living in their country. In one of the comments made by Nigerians on this act while protesting, it stated, if South Africa worked harder, then their African peers wouldn't have been making more money than them. And anyway, they should channel their anger at the white Africans who are dominating their economy.
In a nutshell, one would say that Nigerians and South Africa are in a love-hate relationship, tracing back time.
South Africans view Nigerians as sibling rivals instead of as brothers of Africa. There is a love-hate relationship between these countries, which dates back to decades. Both of them believe they have a special place in African history, and both are proud to be economic giants of Africa. Many Nigerians came to South Africa at the advent of democracy in 1994, after the end of the apartheid government. No doubt, since then there have been a change, and Nigerians feel betrayed by how some South Africans treat and portray them. Still on the research, there are many negative stereotypes here, and Nigerians are often depicted as drug lords, human traffickers, and online scammers. Despite general uptick in crime, South Africans are quick to blame foreigners for the problems in the country. Another problem is the rise in charismatic churches. Some are led by Nigerian pastors where their ideology and doctrines have been questioned. Going further, there is a much competition in job market, and not just at the level of unskilled workers, but also at the level of the learned, as Nigerians are said to have more qualified professions who graduated from high schools like Oxford and others, unlike South Africans who mostly pass through their local university in the states. All these have been their obsession and competition among the countries.
But then, to crown it all, who is really the giant of Africa? In answering this, let's look at these facts and statistics. In the aspect of population status,
the population status, currently now as of 2023, the current population of Nigeria is 219,613,916 people by United Nations data. It's been recorded that the Nigerian population is equivalent to 2.64% of the total world population. Nigeria ranks number 7 in the list of countries with the dependency by population. While the South Africans, their current population is 61,279,438 people. South African population is equivalent to 0.76% of total world population, as they rank the number 25 in the world list of dependency by population. Talking about their economy, Nigerian GDP amount to $441.5 billion US dollars as of 2021. They are said to be the highest in Africa. While talking about South Africa, their GDP is worth $418 billion US dollars and ranked as the second highest on the continent.
Talking about their military strength.
In the aspect of military strength, Nigeria has over 230,000 personnel of officers. In 2023, Nigeria is ranked in number 36 of 145 out of the countries considered for the annual GFP review, while South Africa has a military strength of the size of 89,000 personnel. South Africa is ranked as having the 33rd great military strength globally. In the aspect of culture and entertainment dominance, before now, the few fun things I know about South Africans is that they were originators of Amapiano dance. And also, their ladies has one of the biggest behind, if you know what I mean.
See guys, from the way I'm loving this and Amapiano dance, I'm definitely getting a South African shima, no doubt.
In the cultural music aspect of this, Nigerian popular Afrobeat music has been global force for years now, and its artists are some of the most famous African musicians in the world. And in terms of countries producing international artists, South Africa barely has up to 3 international artists at the moment of 2023. But Nigeria has roughly 5 to 7 at the moment. The likes of Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Tems, Rema and many others has really sold Afrobeat to the world. In the movie industry, Nigerian Nollywood movie industry will remain the biggest in Africa with a total amount of 259,000 movies produced yearly and a revenue income of about 11.2 million US dollars. While South Africa in the last 3-4 years is the fastest growing industry with compelling storyline and quality production. No doubt, with more support of Africans within and outside the continent, South Africa is said to produce over 200 movies yearly and a gross income of 126.6 million rand. So guys, with these clear statistics, I hope you have been able to spot out who is really leading while the other follow.
At this point, who do you really think is the giant of Africa? Is it South Africans or Nigerians? Drop your comments, do like and share. I'm Frank Stan and I'm signing out. Peace out.
See, I know South Africans are very, very shy to do this, but I am going to do it for them. Nigerians, I am on my knees. I am begging you people to stop this. This is getting out of hand. I know you guys are angry at South Africans, but now you guys have skyrocketed this to another level. Somebody has to make you people stop. I am Grant Zilan, your violence ambassador, the person you guys trusted to bring violence on others. But please, I am begging you people, Nigerians, please, it is time to stop. You guys have damaged a lot of businesses back in South Africa. So many businesses have closed their apps. Please, Nigerians, this is getting out of hands. Please, I am on my knees and I am begging you people, the giant of Africa,